Today's episode of Sorry Mama podcast is brought to you by the Witchy Wife Crafting Co. Going on a bachelorette party, you need t-shirts made for your girls. You need some koozies made for your wedding favors. Contact Emily Strom at the Witchy Wife Crafting Co. Located in Indianapolis, Indiana. Customized goods. What up? We are Sorry Mama. All right, y'all. Welcome to Sorry Mama. Thanks for joining us. We have a special guest today, Angelo Costantino-Brown. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate y'all, man.
Yeah, one of my best guy friends up here.
Yep, absolutely.
We work together.
Yeah.
Down there in Greenwood.
Down there in the Ale Emporium.
At the Ale Emporium Greenwood, baby.
Hey, make a lot of money there.
Slanging them drinks.
Slanging drinks.
Yeah.
Them Hermanakis.
Them Nakis, baby. People go crazy for them.
Hey.
Except for Brittany.
The her making me crazies.
Ooh.
Hey.
OnlyFans coming soon. Hermanauties.
I love that.
Yeah, but so let's just dive right into it. Angelo, why don't you tell us about the first time that you ever met my co-host, Brittany Litt?
Okay.
How'd that go?
So this is an open space.
Open space. You can talk about whatever you need to talk about, baby.
Okay. So I'm pretty sure I was warned.
As we all are.
I'm pretty sure I was warned.
No,
Pretty sure Krista was like, hey, I'm having a party in my house. You want to come? You want to slide? Bet. You know what I mean? Me and my fiance, Justine, of course, we're going to go over there. Shout out my fiance, by the way. Justine.
That's my bitch.
Okay.
Amazing.
She's like, hey, I'm having people over. She's like, my friend Brittany's coming over, her husband. She's like, but I'm going to let you know. She's like, Brittany, she's the life of the party.
Oh.
Okay. I'm cool because I'm the life.
Was she wrong?
I'm like that. You know what I mean? I like to go. I like to mingle. I like to, talk woo woo woo. You know what I mean? Just get the, get it go woo woo woo. So we get in there. Everything's cool. We were drinking. We get introduced. I'm talking. I'm talking to everybody. I'm talking to her husband. We're having a good conversation, and then I noticed there was no music.
Because it was game time.
I noticed there was no music. So I'm like, hey, can I get, what's your Wi-Fi password?
Can I connect my Bluetooth?
Connect the Bluetooth. She's like, yeah. So I go to, throw on some Drake. I mean, I'm drinking, tequila, light skin, in my feelings. You know what I mean? So Drizzy. That's an automatic.
Duh.
Listen, you know what I mean?
I love champagne poppy, just for the record.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I bet you do.
But you know what it says? One of us goes in and we all go through. We went through it that night.
We went through it that night. We definitely went through it that night. So Brittany has, the idea that she's,
Say it.
the head bitch in charge
That's right.
at your house, which was confusing to me. And she decides we're going to play games. And she goes with the heads up.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So the heads up is the game where, you got the phone. You're like, hey, what is this category?
Yeah.
Yes, right. So we get to playing. And, heads up is a cool game to play. Icebreaker, you know what I mean? First round,
Yeah.
cool. Second round, you're like, oh, yeah, for sure. Third round, you're like, all right, let's move on.
Fourth round, it's a fucking round robin.
Fourth
now,
round,
bitch.
it's like, so after the third round, I then approached Krista again and was like, can we play music?
Krista said yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
she said yes, because she also, along with, everyone in the house,
Everybody.
did not want to play heads up
Everybody.
again.
Well, let's back up here. I bullied at least half of the party into play.
At least, I mean, there was one girl. She did not.
100%.
She did not want to.
You don't know this, but somebody left.
You know what? They escaped.
Yeah.
Let's be accurate.
They got out.
Okay?
They got out.
Yeah.
I mean,
Don't let me find out who it was.
So
One of our friends started crying.
crying. She's like, I don't want to do
I
this.
don't even know sports.
Oh God.
Oh God, I just spilled my high noon all over myself.
It's okay. What
Just
a
another
what
day.
a classy.
Just another.
Just so classy. But yeah, so we ended up playing 63 rounds of heads up, and I you know, after, you know, round 45, I was like, all right, she's pretty cool, but like, let's play this Drake.
Yeah.
That's why when on the first episode, when you were like, yeah, like, when I get in the Uber, I automatically ask for the aux. I was like, oh, do you? Can I have the aux? You know what I mean?
And I always put on Drake.
Okay.
Yeah,
Or
so
Mariah.
all right.
Or Mariah.
or Mariah. But you know, so next party.
So that's my first experience
Yeah.
with Britt Litt.
And you know what? We're glad that you're here.
But you know
You
what?
got through it.
Exactly. I made it through. We hung out again.
Yep.
She yelled at some of my coworkers.
Yep.
This
And,
is also true.
and it
Me
was
being one of them. Me being-
and it was, you know, yeah, it was great from then. I knew that you were super cool when you wore the turtleneck with the titties out.
Damn it, Brittany. You were supposed to wear that
I
today.
was, gosh.
Yeah,
dang
well,
it.
that was a crazy outfit. I've never seen that before.
Hey, just
I've
Hold in
never
there,
I've
guys.
never seen come on. Bro.
Hey, he said, "Damn, you got the turtleneck with titties out." I ain't never seen a turtleneck
I've
like
never seen that before. That's like
that. Hey, in the words of my
classy, but it's just so like, yeah, I'm that bitch.
yeah, I am that bitch. As
Right.
I sit down at Ale Emporium in Greenwood and order me an espresso martini.
Oh, we're thrilled about that, by the way.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Let's get back on to you. What are you excited about? You're engaged, correct?
Yeah, just recently engaged. Super excited, super blessed. You know, Chastine is everything I've ever wanted in a partner. She makes me better as a man. She, you know, she just does things that I know others wouldn't do,
Yeah.
you know, in certain situations. So I love her to death, and my engagement did not go how I thought it was gonna go because I was so damn nervous.
Yeah.
It went great. It went great.
You were there.
I was
Yeah.
there.
But
saw the
you know,
videos.
I
Yeah.
know, and I think I told her she was special about 13 times.
Oh, hey. You
I was
know?
like, you're just real special to me, and you know, you're just real special. Real special to me.
Whole time it was at a friend's giving. Whole time he's thinking about that turkey, the ham, the mashed potatoes.
I'm thinking of it all, the greens, the beans, the tomatoes, and the rain. Yeah. But the funniest part to me is when I got down on one knee, I
Farted or
no, well maybe I don't know.
we all get a
When
little
I
gassy
when I
and
opened
nervous.
the ring and asked her to marry me, the ring was upside down.
I loved it.
So I think that she
loved it.
thought that the box was empty. Right?
I didn't know this.
Yeah. I think she
Yeah.
thought the box was empty. She said yes.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, that's when you know.
Before I turned the ring around, so she was like, I don't know what's going on. But
Not to reuse the word special, but it was a special moment.
It
Her
was.
family was there. Your family was
it
there.
was
all
a
y'all's
special
friends
moment.
were
My
there.
my dad was in town. He lives in St. Louis. Mom was there, grandma, her family was there, so a special time.
You feel like she saw it coming?
No. She thought so we went to
Mhm.
Vegas like 2 months a month before that. It was a
And
month
she-
before that.
She had texted me after they went to Vegas. She
Mhm.
texted me and said,
We went to Vegas, went for a Notre Dame game, huge Notre Dame fan. Go Irish. But we went to Vegas, they were playing BYU, and she thought the whole time that I was gonna do it there. And she actually told me afterwards, it's a funny story. So her coworkers were there as well. And we had bought our tickets like months in advance. And they ended up sitting right by us.
"You didn't tell me that."
Yeah.
Damn.
They ended up sitting right by us. They were like 3 rows maybe to our left
Okay.
below us. She thought that like they were in on it.
Yeah.
And like I had this plan, like,
Yeah.
you know, this whole thing. So she said the whole time, she kept going to the bar. And I'm like, babe, like, let's watch the game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She's like, no, I'm going to go get these margaritas.
Yeah. And that's,
Double.
that's the funniest part, though, because afterwards she texted me because I was talking to her. I was like, "Did you guys have fun? How was it?" She was like, "We had a blast." She was like, "I really thought Angelo was going to propose, but I'm glad he didn't because we were both, or maybe just her. I don't know." She was like, "I was damn near blacked out. So I'm glad he didn't because I
really?
would have remembered it."
Yeah, I mean, we were lit.
Yeah.
I honestly thought about it. I thought about doing it at Notre Dame's campus
Yep.
because that's where my grandparents got married.
Oh, that's
So like, and they got married in there's this log cabin on campus. It's super old. That's where my grandparents got married. So I was like, that was cool. You know what I mean? That would have been a cool place. And I thought about doing it in Vegas, but everybody gets
Right.
engaged
Yeah.
in Vegas. Right?
Yeah.
Well, if you guys are drunk enough, you might as.
Well,
Right.
I think we almost got married, but I'm not sure.
They are. Hey, newsflash, they are.
Right.
This is this is
Congratulations.
breaking.
Yeah,
right?
breaking news, baby.
Yeah. But yeah, so I'm super excited about, all that.
Yeah.
It's a great time in my life, and I'm about to be 30 at the end of this month, so I'm feeling good about the direction of my life.
So, your ethnicity,
Mhm.
you are Italian and
Yes.
black.
Yes. Yes.
And Chastine is white.
Yes.
Have you always dated white girls?
Okay. So,
Break it down for us.
well, context. I grew up in Greenwood, right? There's not a lot of options outside of
White girls?
vanilla. Okay. Unless you go to Golden Corral, you can get the swirl. You know what I mean?
My God.
You know what I mean?
We do.
But I haven't always dated white girls. I've branched out. I've black, Asian, Latino, but mainly yes, white women. But
So, white's your favorite?
well, I mean yes, I would say yes. But there was one time where you guys seen the movie Get Out.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh.
All right, so that came out
That's
around.
how he's feeling right now.
Yeah,
Wait till we get the teacups out.
I was gonna say, yeah. Hold on, wait a minute. All right, now I'm nervous. But
Jordan Peele's married to a white woman, too. So.
right.
yeah.
So he definitely has my back, right? So when that came out, it was around the time that Lent was going to begin, right? So I go see the movie, and I thought it was great, but I was like, wow, it just put things into perspective. You know what I mean? Like,
How so?
just, white girls can be crazy. Maybe their families as well.
I've
right?
never heard that.
You never?
I've never been called crazy.
Okay.
Not once.
So
We all follow
So I-
Britney Spears on Instagram. Hey.
Okay. So I saw the movie, left the movies, what I thought was a changed man, right? Lent comes around. I grew up Catholic, and I was thinking, like, what am I going to give up for Lent this year? I gave up white women.
Stop.
I did. I gave up white women for Lent. I didn't talk to white girls I waited until Easter.
When you went to your mother's.
I mean,
Yeah,
But
so
yeah,
let's clarify here. Your mother is white?
my mother is, she's an Italian.
Italian.
Yes.
Italian.
She's a strong Italian woman. Shout out Angie.
Her.
Do men marry their mothers?
I think that some men do. I personally would not. Sorry, Mama.
Hey. Sorry, Mama.
I would not, but it's not because my mom's a great woman. She's a rock star. She, raised 3 kids on her own. Got me to every sporting event I needed to go to. You know what I mean? Still does anything for me. I need my mom to, bring over the table from her garage right now. She's gonna do it.
Yeah.
So I do think some men do, but that's weird.
So Chastine also has 2 children.
Yes,
So you're going to be a stepfather.
stepdad right now. I have been.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Right now.
Right now, baby.
Stepfather of the year.
Which also, the engagement, they got engaged at their very first home that they ever purchased together. So, your
Yes.
stepdaddy, you're in there.
I'm in it.
Yeah.
I'm in it, and I love it.
I think that's amazing. I applaud you for that.
Thank
Let's get down to what we really want to know. Which one's your favorite?
you.
You should choose wisely.
Right. It honestly depends on the day.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
I love my stepdaughter Celeste. She's 14. She is grown so much since I've met her at 11, right? She obviously, it was hard for her. She's older, so it's hard for her when her parents split up, and then we got together because she knows kind of what's going on, right? So she was a little closed off to me at the beginning, but now, she's wanting to come up to me, have conversation with me. We talk sneakers, we talk sports. She loves LaMelo Ball. Me and Chastine took her to the Charlotte Hornets game versus the Pacers. we had all the signs. We took her friends.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's been a really good development in the relationship.
Yeah.
And I'm just super proud of her as far as where she was when I met her versus where she is now.
Yeah.
She is very much.
How old was she?
She was 11 when I met her. I think she actually was 10, turning 11.
Yeah.
Because her birthday is in January. But you know, I love her. I went to her dance competition for like the first time. I missed a lot of them last year because of work. But this year I told her, I was like, I'm prioritizing this. Like I'm gonna come to all your stuff. So I went to her first dance competition, and to see her walk on that stage and the confidence that she has when she's on the stage was awesome.
Yeah.
Like I was almost in tears.
Yeah.
Because I was so proud of her.
Yeah.
Of who when I first met her versus the first time. I'll tell a little quick story. The first time I ever met Celeste, I threw Chastine a surprise party for her birthday and it was with all her friends. And she didn't know it, obviously. And we walk in, it's everybody. They're like, surprise. Chastine like looks at me. She's like, I can't believe you did this. And she kissed me. And it was the first time I ever met Celeste. And Celeste she just started crying. She's like, no, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that was like our first interaction.
Yeah.
So from that until now, super, super just blessed about that. I love Celeste. And then Caleb, he was like 4 when I met him. So he was little, and he's my little buddy, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, he gets on my nerves and pisses me off.
yeah.
But all kids do. My sister does.
Yeah.
Both my sisters, like, he's great. And like even now I've started noticing like the past 2 months, he's so grown. Like he's having like grown conversations.
Right.
He's starting to be able to read stuff. He's playing PS5. Like he's so grown, and he's playing sports now, so we're getting him into everything. I mean, he plays everything.
Yeah.
He plays, whatever he wants to play. Chastine signs mode. That's the type of mom she is.
Yeah.
You got to try it all out. See what you
She's super. He wants to play cricket. She's gonna have him out there. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yes, that's amazing.
So he's, just watching him play sports. He's doing wrestling right now. He's doing great. And when he first started, he was crying after every match. And now if he wins and losses, that's a whole part of it, especially when he's young. So we got to teach him, like, it's okay to lose, but you got to learn from that. You pick yourself up.
Right.
This participation trophy don't mean shit.
Exactly.
Right,
We throw those away.
Yeah, amen.
He got a participation ribbon. Him and his friends got participation ribbons the other day at their wrestling thing, and they collectively threw it away. And
I love that.
I thought that was the coolest shit ever.
Agree.
Oh my God.
Agree.
They were like, nah, we're not doing that.
Yeah.
There is hope.
Because if you're not first, you're last.
Exactly. So like just seeing him and the way he's developed too, that's been great. And I really am blessed to be a part of their lives and for them to show me what it is to be a good stepfather.
Yeah.
I think it's amazing. I think it's amazing what you're doing. I love how you describe them. You can clearly tell that you truly are paying attention and love them. But I do want to touch back on something.
Okay.
So, Celeste, 14, confident. And I know that you have a great story about, you were around that age,
Okay.
of when you were 15 and uber confident.
We're confident. Best game of your life,
Yeah.
bro.
Oh, my virginity story.
Yeah, and
Now, hey, I had to tell mine, so you got to tell yours.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
And I love it.
So 15 years old, sophomore in high school,
Greenwood.
I'm not, go Woodman, I guess. Weak ass mascot, dude. Let's change that, right?
I was the Flashes.
I would have rather been the Flashes.
We were the Knights,
The
and you know what?
Woodman.
We were green and gold.
What's
too.
the Woodman, bro? It's a lumberjack. Greenwood
Y'all played like the wood wins.
Right, right.
I didn't know.
Yeah,
Okay, that's that Richmond again.
right. Ridgewood.
Richmond.
Oh, okay.
Sorry,
Lord, you
This is up.
left.
I went like this to the camera. I was waiting for the
All right.
Some people just listen.
Richmond, but I did go to Northeastern, though, outside of Richmond.
Okay.
It's terrifying.
Just
Oh, don't, me, you went to Franklin Central. Ghetto asshole. Anyway, no offense. I love Franklin. I live in Franklin Township. Continue. You was the man.
So no, I mean I wasn't yet.
Yet a man.
So I started my sophomore year. I started midway through the season varsity on both sides of the ball.
Oh.
Yeah, it's obviously.
Ball handler,
Obviously.
ladies and gentlemen.
Obviously,
I've been on both sides of the ball too, you know.
obviously league bound. I don't know what the fuck
League
y'all
bound.
talking about, but obviously I was league bound. And it was homecoming. We were playing Franklin Community. We always used
Not
to-
Franklin Central.
not Franklin Central, no. Franklin Community, the Grizzly Cubs.
Oh.
They were trash. So we knew we were gonna win. And I just remember it was homecoming. And it was my first start on offense. And I remember I was balling. I was like having a fucking game, right? I sound like every guy who played football in high school, right?
Right. This was
But I was having a
10 years ago.
game, right? I was having a game and
What position?
receiver.
Okay.
I was playing. Yeah, I was playing wide receiver. And I played corner as well. But I was doing really well on offensive end. Had a decent amount of catches, decent amount of yards. And it, like I said, it was homecoming, so I was homecoming prince for the sophomore class.
Mm-hmm.
So I had a good first half. I get up there. They're, calling out names. I'm walking out. My mom, my dad's right there. And I thought I was the fucking man.
Yeah,
bro.
that's
I was
good.
like, you already know, like
Sophomore varsity? That's a big
sophomore
deal.
varsity, big deal. It was awesome. So I thought I was the fucking man. So they, call my name. They're like, oh, Angelo Costantino-Brown, sophomore prince. Crowd goes crazy. At least what I thought.
Right,
I mean, there's like 13 people in the crowd, but they was all clapping, right? So like, I'm just a ratio guy, right? So like 13 out of 13, that's 100%.
That is.
Right.
That's a hunger,
Absolutely.
baby.
So I just, confidence was sky high. We ended up winning the game by a lot, and then the dance was actually after the game. So I remember going to take a shower in the locker room, going to the dance, walking in with my homies, and the first group of people we see was the senior cheerleaders, and
In there.
we were, we was, oh shit, you know what I mean? They approached me.
Ooh.
Right. And every dance also that I walked into from the years was just like 2009 to 2011, I swore I was Chris Brown. So
I've actually been to a Chris Brown concert with him, and he
Oh.
may have shed a few tears. I don't know.
I was crying, get the
Crying.
fuck out my way. Girls is screaming, I'm screaming louder. Like,
You were in there at homecoming running it.
yeah, I was
Yeah.
running.
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Give me that.
Give me
But so she walks up to me and I say, "Yo, excuse me, miss."
No.
Saw you from across the room.
She saw you from across the room, though. Hey.
So she came up to me. This senior cheerleader comes up to me. She's like, "Hey, you had a good game. You want to dance?" I'm like, "Shit,
I was made for this.
shit." No, I was like, "Nah." No, I was just like, I was like, "Yeah, obviously." You know what I mean? So we get to dance and we're having a good time at the dance. After the dance circle's over with, and I just murdered whoever tried to step in it. You know what I mean?
Right.
She's like, "You want to come to this party and this after party?" I'm like, "Of course." So we go in there. It's all she picks me up from my house. It's all seniors, and actually people who had graduated from high school. So they're all drinking, smoking. Where's
Drinking
the,
and
nah,
smoking.
where's the Sprite?
Yeah, I mean, I do actually remember in high school, like, dudes, like, in season at least,
Mm-hmm.
like, no, I cannot jeopardize.
In season, I'm not doing nothing. Dude.
Yeah.
I'm not looking at this. I'm not looking at that. I was like that too. Like I'm not
You were high, though. Off confidence.
off confidence
Yeah.
because it was. Whew.
You were the man.
So we were having a good time. We after party was cool. She was drinking a little bit, and then she's like, I'll take you home. But I lied to my mom and told her I was staying at my buddy Drew's house. Sorry, mama. by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
God.
that's why we're here. It's okay. That's why we're here.
It's a space, you know what I mean?
It's a safe space.
So I lied to my mom. Told her I was staying with my buddy Drew. So she's like, I'll take you home. I'm like, cool. So she drives me. She was drinking. I wasn't. You know what I mean? This is crazy to think about right now. She drives me to my buddy Drew's. And I am just so happy that I had a good game. I was happy that I danced with the senior.
Yeah,
Like, that was it
absolutely.
for me.
Yeah.
It could have ended right there, and I would have been
Yeah.
so happy, right?
For sure.
But it didn't.
But it did not.
No, it didn't.
So she's about to drop me off, and no words were spoken. I didn't even have a opportunity to say, hey, what's going on? She started getting undressed. She started getting undressed, and she just started,
You're still in the car at this point.
we are in the front seat,
Yeah.
pulling my britches down.
Riches are down.
Britches down, and your boy was standing at attention,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
He was ready, and I was like, "Wow, this is how it's gonna happen."
Scared to death.
Scared to death,
Scared to death.
and
And she took charge,
and
honestly.
she took charge, and she got on top of me, and it was honestly the best 7 seconds of my life. She got my 2 pumps and a hug, and that was about it. But the funny end to this is I like to call it my Mortal Kombat finishing move.
Oh my God.
It was because I was very I wasn't responsible, so I didn't have a rubber. I didn't. Come on.
I was going to say, but really, she finished you, though.
She did finish him.
Yeah.
She did.
finished
Yeah.
him.
And so when it was that time after the 7 seconds, I pulled out, and the only thing that I saw was you remember them Steak and Shake hats?
Oh yeah.
You remember that?
Oh,
She
yeah.
had one for some reason with some old fries in it, and I picked it up, and that's what I used,
Oh, God.
and I put it back.
You just set it back.
I just put it back
There were
down, and
fries literally in this fucking
I
hat.
think there was about 3. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Hopefully she didn't think that it
Snack
was
for later.
right some ranch or something. You know what I mean? Yeah. She was pretty lit. So
Wow, that's why we don't drink and drive.
it was.
Absolutely not.
Yes, we don't drink and drive, and it was consensual.
Yes.
Yeah, actually, honestly, she took advantage of me.
But you were there for it.
I was there for it, and it was like I said, it was a great time.
How was the walk to inside your
Oh,
Drew's?
the walk.
He was moonwalking.
Dude,
No,
are
it's
you
like Chris
kidding-
Brown, baby.
Are you kidding me? I was moonwalking. I was dancing. I was dirty dancing. You know what I mean? I was.
He walked in, dick out.
Yeah, I was just, and my buddies know. I'm just kidding. I literally walked in, slid the door closed it, and I remember just sitting there, and I'm like,
What just happened?
no. I literally like went into the bathroom, looked myself in the mirror.
I'm a man.
You're him.
You're him, not the man. You are him.
And then the next week, I left my phone at home, and my mom went through my phone, and she found out that I had unprotected sex for the first time, and I was grounded for a long time.
So, but you were him for at least a week.
I was him for a week. I remember walking into school on Monday, and like there was not shit you could tell me. I was late to every class. I didn't turn in my homework. I, was talking back to teachers. I, was going to practice, sitting out. I'm playing on Friday.
Yeah.
You can't tell me what to
Can't
do.
tell me
Coach, do
nothing.
you know what just happened to me?
Right.
Coach, shut up.
Yeah.
Sit the fuck down. You know what just happened to me? Come on.
God.
Yeah. So that's my virginity story. I love it.
I mean, that is classic.
Yeah.
That's classic. And I feel like so many people can relate to that. I mean, that's just so
Yeah.
chef's
Right.
kiss.
I mean, I know I spoke about my virginity before, but I want to clarify. Like this dude, just talking about being the man. I felt like he was the point guard of the basketball team, the quarterback of the football team, and he pitched for the baseball team.
Ooh.
The
At a-
first guy you slept with?
Yeah.
At a 1A school.
It don't matter what school it was.
Okay.
I was just at my school. I wasn't at your school.
You right.
So
I'm
I'm
just letting you know there wasn't a lot of options for them to pitch and point guard and
Guys, I haven't even talked about my virginity, and it's just,
It was Pizza Hut guy, right?
yeah.
Angelo, you know this bitch done puked up the whole large pepperoni pizza.
It was just pepperoni. It
was
wasn't
sausage.
It wasn't a special. Oh, that's even better. Sausage on the sausage. Wow.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, that's what we should named it. Fuck.
That
On
poor
Pizza
guy.
Hut, can I get the double sausage, please?
Those jorts went straight in the trash.
I do actually wonder, like, what he had to tell his mom. Like did he, I don't recall, because after that happened, I mean, it was like, I did have to go into his mom and be like, can you please take me home?
I just got sick.
That might have actually been, we did, I'm really,
I'm not feeling very well. Can you drive me home? Can you give me some assistance, please? And your son might need some assistance, too. And some therapy.
You got a Tide stick?
If that shit happened to me, I would not.
no one knew what to do.
You know what? But in our age now, some men, from what I understand, like that.
Whoa.
Really?
Heard it. I've heard it a time or two.
Yeah.
Men from where?
It's from here.
It's from here.
For sure. I believe you. Lord have mercy. We'll touch upon that. My virtually Mormon story. No offense to Utah. It's a little bit of soaking. So anyway,
Yeah, go ahead.
no, I that was kind of, his first, stepchild. I'd like to touch upon a second. So you guys, do the video games and this, that, and the other. And I do follow you on Instagram, and you really love to post your man cave.
Yeah.
And, you're playing Harry Potter in there.
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
Hogwarts Legacy, please. Let's get
I'm
the title right.
So sorry.
It's a Harry Potter
Let
game.
your sound.
But
I cannot with you too. Does the man cave get you in trouble?
so, yes and no. Because the man cave is where I get sent when I'm in trouble.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
And which is at the time, I'm telling my secrets. At the time, I'm like, are you sure? I'm sorry. Like, just go, and I'm like, okay. And then when I get down there, it's I'm lighting cigars and drinking beers, and I'm having a good time.
We got 5 TVs on.
But the man cave definitely gets me in trouble during football season, because on Sundays,
Mm-hmm.
I go to church.
Mm-hmm.
I praise the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
I go to my man cave, and I watch football all day.
Yeah.
And I'm not any bit of a help.
So Chastine doesn't watch football?
No, Chastine watches football, but she does not want to sit there and watch football for 7 hours, right?
I've seen Chas in the man cave. Most of the time.
Chastine hangs out in the man cave. She will come and watch sports. She is a very sporty girl. She likes basketball. She likes football. She likes to watch that with me. But the man cave does get me in trouble sometimes, because sometimes I'm exploring Hogwarts.
Yeah. You got to stop posting that, bro.
Do I?
I think so. You I don't know, you found a book or something and
Well, I'm learning spells, bro.
Okay.
There's a difference.
That makes it better.
Yeah, you sound like somebody who didn't get the acceptance letter.
She got denied.
Yeah, she got the sorry, you're a muggle.
She went to the school for good and bad.
Right.
That's where she got sent
Oh,
to.
yeah. Wednesday Adams.
Yeah.
I'm related to the Weasleys, so fuck off.
Oh, you are, and that's why you're mad. You're the Weasley that didn't get in.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. So, do you and Chas did you guys bond over sports, or how did that happen?
We didn't bond over sports. We worked together at Ale and became friends, and that's just kind of how that went. But she does love sports, and her cousin played football at IU, and then he actually transferred to Purdue. So he's a little confused, I feel like.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But opportunity was there for him at Purdue, all jokes aside, so he took it. So she really was an IU fan, and then met me, and I'm diehard Notre Dame. Like, my grandfather graduated from there. Grandma grew up in Goshen, taught in Elkhart, taught in South Bend, so it's just that's what it is. And she has, you sometimes like with your significant other, you like force that upon them. You know what I mean? And I don't feel that way. She's embraced it. She's a pretty big Notre Dame fan. I feel like now. You know what I mean? So, that's cool to me. And
Is she a Notre Dame fan or a Marcus Freeman fan?
well, she's probably a Marcus Freeman fan.
Yeah.
But
Who isn't? Who isn't?
but she does like Notre Dame.
Yeah.
She's been to a couple games.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
She did. There was one time we last year we went up there and they have the Walk of Champions. They walk from the church to the stadium, and we were like in the front row. It's not hard to like get in the front row. We were in the front row, and Marcus, I'm on a first name basis with him. Marcus came by, and Chastine. There was a whole bunch of players, coaches walking by. She's just standing there like taking it in, and then all of a sudden Marcus you see him like walking up, and then all of a sudden I see Chastine's hand go like this.
Hey, the bitch texted me. She said, I just touched Marcus Freeman's hand. I'm like, bitch.
And I was like,
Hey.
and me, I'm like, all right, like, go coach. And he's like hits her hand and shit, and she like melts and falls in front of me, and I'm embarrassed. I'm like, what are you doing? You know what I mean?
Listen,
Sorry, coach.
bakers can't be choosers, bro.
Sorry, coach.
You introduced her to this.
Yeah.
I did.
Well, actually, we had seats. We had good seats at the Pacer game the one year, and I got a high five from Klay Thompson, Kevin Durant, and Steph Curry. I licked my hand.
The trifecta.
I did. I licked it.
The trifecta.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Talk about the splash bros. They was making you splish splash around, wasn't they?
Splish splash. She didn't take a bath for a week.
They hit her hand. They hit her hand. She said,
Yeah. Actually. Yeah. That whole story about his wife. Hey. Just kidding. Just kidding.
That out there. Hey, now. Come on now.
"Me. It was me."
It was me. Hey,
But yeah, I mean, sports.
you in fantasy football leagues,
I am in fantasy football leagues.
you need to get her in one, and that will change your Sundays for 7 hours.
She was in one this year, but I ran it.
Oh.
You know what I mean? She did it for her little B&I group. They have like everybody gets together and stuff like that. So they did it, but they did it weird. They just like they auto drafted the whole thing, so you couldn't draft your own team.
No.
That doesn't make any sense.
Because I was gonna do it, but then I was like, I'm not doing that if I can't. Like, I'm not putting money up if I can't pick who I want.
That doesn't make any sense.
So she ended up doing it, and I ran her team. She did okay, and then her team ended up getting injured and stuff. But I would like her.
I telling
I'd like
I
her
am
to do that.
So, backstory. I've always been a hardcore football fan. We didn't go to church, but we watched football on Sundays.
Okay.
So
Bless you.
exactly.
Okay.
All right. So with that being said, when I moved in with my husband, we I'll never get it. We had to watch all these trash games because he had fantasy football players. So, long story short, we started a league.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, I will not play in a fantasy league if it's not PPR. Okay. Now,
Well, what's
Knowledge, bro.
point per reception.
okay?
She just
I
came
didn't
with
realize
the
that there were. I
knowledge,
didn't realize
bro.
that there was multiple.
Oh, you can have certain. So like every fantasy football like league has its own set of rules.
Yep.
And so PPR leagues though, there's you can get it changes everything if you're not getting a point per reception, then your person could not do well.
I think it's score like 3 points. So like,
I just don't know.
listen, I'm about to put it in. I'm about to put it in terms for you. A wide receiver
Yes.
catches the ball
Yes.
in a PPR league.
Yes.
He gets a point. Okay.
Okay.
Right?
1 point.
Okay.
If a wide receiver catches a ball in a non-PPR league, he gets 0 points.
I don't understand.
You only get points off yardage at that point.
Yes. So
So-
you're getting points off catches
okay.
and yards.
Okay. Okay, understood.
So there was one
Higher
year,
scoring, faster pace.
right? So there's one year, like just for an example, like Julio Jones was still with the Falcons, and Matt Ryan. I mean, I had Julio Jones on my team. He was a reception monster. But at like mid-season, he didn't even he had like one
Didn't score.
touchdown. Yeah.
Okay.
So so
I
that makes a
remember that.
difference.
So in the non PPR leagues, if they get yards, they get points.
Yes.
But if they don't have to score to get the points.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
But in the PPR league, you get 1 point even if they receive and go down right there,
Absolutely.
and then you get points per yard, and then also
touchdowns.
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
So PPR is
I don't
PPR is definitely the wave. Like it's more strategic
Yeah.
because you can pick somebody who doesn't score touchdowns,
Right.
but will catch the ball 10 times again.
Right.
Right.
Right. So
You just have more opportunity to score
Mhm.
more points, and
Yeah.
that's why I like it.
Yeah.
Which you need to get on your shit because you are
know.
playing in our fantasy football league.
is there a opening?
Well, we had one opening, Krista took it, but hey,
Okay.
if you and Chas want to join, we have 10 players, so I'll talk with Zachary. We can bump it up to 12. 12's a lot harder,
12's harder.
way harder.
You know,
But
if
12
it
is
ain't, if it ain't hard, I don't want to do it.
I feel like 12 is perfect though because 10 you can stack your rosters pretty.
You can.
12 you that's when you have to start. You know what I mean? That's when you have to start thinking.
I mean, I've played in like a
Yeah,
bunch.
put the thinking cap on.
Mhm.
The steak and shake.
Oh Lord.
Fries included.
Fries. No.
No sauce though.
No
we don't want any
sauce.
sauce.
You know what I mean? And you think about it. All right.
Well, so Zachary, we actually got into a fight over it. He was watching. It was over a decade ago, and he was watching. But that I think I even talked about in the last podcast. It was like Bucks and Jacks, whatever. Trash game. It was like 3-6, all field goals. I'm like, Jesus Christ, I can't do this. And so I started playing fantasy football,
Mhm.
and I fucking won the league the very first time out. Let me tell you, there's nothing more satisfying than dominating in a fantasy football league with your partner too. But it really I've been doing that ever since.
Are
And
you the only female?
no, it was a his and hers league.
Okay.
There was 2 other females.
Okay.
And but it's a situation where, every Thursday during, the fall and winter, like we know what we're doing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Every Monday, we know what we're doing.
Yep.
Sunday, bet.
Right.
You been done know what you was doing.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just,
We have a friend like that.
it's great though, because we don't argue about it. We talk about it. We strategize about it. We have some where we draft at home online. So Zachary has a man cave as well. We'll go up there. We'll talk strategy there. We have a live draft that we do at Ale Emporium actually.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And that one is like a little more stressful. But Zach, of course, he's obsessed with trading. So I mean, he has a trade on the table.
Oh yeah.
Or it's the draft's even done.
Yeah, trades are crucial.
Yeah, but I'm not like that. I'm not into that. Not until I don't know.
My best trade this year, while we're on the subject.
Was this with the kid at Ale?
No,
Oh.
I finessed him for Justin Jefferson. Shout out.
What? What did you?
And then
What did you give up?
and
I
then-
gave him. This is terrible. I gave him Carson Wentz, Keenan Allen, who was hurt all year, and I can't even remember. It was another receiver. Got
Doesn't
Justin
matter.
Jefferson after week 2 because he had 40 points and then he had 4. My best trade of the year though was I traded Travis Etienne and Chris Godwin for Josh Jacobs and Terry McLaurin, and it was the week before Josh Jacobs started going stupid,
Yeah, ham.
averaging like almost 30 a game. And then the dude that I
Never did that for me. Let me tell you.
traded with, we were playing later in the season, and it was like a must win, and Josh Jacobs had 55, and he was
Great trade.
it was wonderful. I've won that league back to back, by the way.
I actually went to the championship and lost this year. I'm typically in 3 leagues, fantasy, and yeah.
3's a lot.
Oh,
Try being at their house on a Sunday.
It's stressful as fuck.
Obviously don't know what the fuck is going on because you're like everybody's probably like been saying PPR for like the last
never
like,
heard
3 years and
No,
you've never been like
We're only in PPR leagues at my house, Zachary and I inclusive. We don't have to say
You
it.
know me though. If I would have heard that, I'm a football fan. I love watching football. But that's why I'm.
You are.
Both of you have
you're
said.
not a fantasy person, you're a football person though.
But
There is
both
a
of-
difference.
Yeah, both of you have said something about you're going to be in this league, and I'm like, I'm scared though because obviously, yes, I watch football. I think fucking pass interference is one of the dumbest calls in fucking football.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just saying that's what we're here for. I'm just saying we want to interfere.
Super Bowl.
Pass. That's what we're here.
Oh, trash fucking call.
Terrible.
Trash
Listen.
fucking call.
Listen, that's what I'm saying. Okay, that's what I'm saying.
No.
Get with me, but
You do
I'm-
make a good argument, I
I'm
will
s-
say.
I'm scared to be on a fantasy football league because I don't know all the ins and outs. I can watch football and I know what the fuck's going on, but when it comes to fantasy, I'm like, I don't. Some of the people, I'm like, okay, so what team is he on? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Trust me, you'll figure it all out.
And and I'm willing to do that.
Yeah.
because I would like to know. I want to know when all the people are talking about this, that, blah, 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 blah. I know what the giddy is. Because
I
Jefferson-
honestly
Old boy's brother.
I'm telling you, I'm not even kidding. You get a chance on a fantasy football league. Because if there's any kind of competitiveness at all inside of her,
And there is.
and they're
I know
fiery.
she's going to fucking love it.
Yeah.
And it will literally be like the kids are knocking on the man cave door going, can we eat?
Right.
No,
No.
It's Sunday.
No.
get a piece of bread.
Let me text Britt Litt and see if she'll order you some pizza.
Pizza Hut on the way, baby.
I mean, I love like, women and that know sports. Like I think that's important.
Yeah.
There's two sides of that though.
Let's hear it.
So you can have the women that like, know what's going on. They can go to the game with you. They can follow. Even ask a question or two. Like that's cool. I like that. That's attractive to me. You know what I mean? Versus a girl who you take to a game and she has no fucking clue what's going on and she's asking like there's like a 3 question max.
Yeah.
It's just like watching a movie.
And once you're
Shut the fuck up. We're all figuring
like
this
now
out
we're
together.
trying to enjoy it,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But there's a third. You also don't want a bitch that's, there's a good play and you look at her to give her a hug and she gives you a chest bump. You know what I mean?
Bro, I'm
Just-
chest bumping the shit out of you.
You know what I mean? And she's like, yeah. And she's like hyping up the whole bar and, just chest bumping and punching you and shit when shit happens. Like that, I can't do that. If you're more of a sports fan than me, just as a man, I just can't do that.
Like, bro, man up.
Like, yeah, but the chest bump, like,
I don't know if I'm chest bumping,
I've
but
seen plenty of them.
Yeah, I mean, she's damn near knocked me out a few times.
So,
bro, I get hype.
oh, you be chest bumping? Oh,
I don't know if I'm chest bumping, but
I
like,
saw her knock Zach the fuck out one time. Woo! She punched him straight in the face.
well, listen,
I'm kidding.
listen,
She didn't.
listen. The downfall too, and I do know like I played basketball. I've been an athlete like my whole life. Soccer was definitely more of my natural thing, but
mhm.
anyway, football was just like something that we did, we watched as a family in our household. So football for me, like to watch, is my favorite sport. It will control my mood.
Yeah.
Like that is the shit.
Oh, yeah, I know, man.
It will the halftime at the AFC Championship with the Colts, I was like 16, 17 years old. Like I went upstairs to my room and I cried.
Mm-hmm.
I bawled. And even now to this day, Zach, if my teams are doing shitty or someone goes out, it's like I have to like reel myself back in because it's like
You're invested.
too much probably. But hey, you know what? Fuck it. I don't care.
Invested.
He brought me into this life.
Exactly.
I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
I do.
We have about 9 minutes.
Okay. I know. Someone doesn't start a timer.
He just showed me on his phone.
Well,
Okay.
there is like some things that I'm just curious as a
Mm.
woman. What do men think about when they're getting head?
Ooh.
Is it like a, ooh, girl sucky sucky, yay?
Well, if it's really good, you you're just thinking, I want this to continue.
Okay.
This is
Like she's killing it.
she's killing it. Like, woo.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A high five at the end. When I was a youngster, I used to think about things so I wouldn't come. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like,
Oh God.
Grandma.
well, not like, whoa. Fuck no, bro. I'm talking about like what I was gonna eat like that day. Like what am I gonna order when I go to the drive-thru at Burger King? You know what I mean? Do I want a double Whopper? Do I want a chicken sandwich? Do I want shit like that? You know what I mean? Shit to just, you know, what's the
take your mind off.
what's the score gonna be tonight? What, you know what I mean? What am I gonna do later? What movie am I gonna watch? Shit like that. But if it's good, you just, you know, that was when I was younger. Now I'm just like, you know, shout out Justine.
Hey, baby. She putting it on you.
Shout out Justine. Shout out Justine.
And that's so funny because, like, as a woman, you don't want them thinking about Burger King double Whopper.
Hell
You don't.
no.
So you better.
Thinking about the double Whopper that they get right now.
Exactly.
You don't want them thinking about Burger King or
No.
Pizza Hut or none of
No.
those.
No, no, you don't.
Yeah, it's like, and especially like being in a relationship, it's like, you better be fucking enjoying this.
Right.
You better do that. So I mean, what's going on your guys' end?
When is
you
this gonna
thinking
end? When is this gonna end? What can I do? I mean, a lot of that, hopefully, so it could just.
And you pull my hair out of my face?
Yeah. Well,
please?
here's the thing. It depends on what mindset I'm in.
That's
Okay?
true.
Okay.
That is so
Because
true.
If it's a fucking Tuesday afternoon and I'm just whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and also if you're a fucking douchebag,
Well, I think it's about initiating it, right?
yeah. But if I've had some drinks though,
And if it's been earned, it's better.
Oh, you nailed it on the head.
thank you.
No
Nope.
pun intended.
Nope.
If it's been, yeah, no,
If it's been earned, it's way better.
what exactly?
Right?
Like, and not even just simply don't be a fucking douche, and I'm
Okay.
here for it
Okay.
all day. But if you're a fucking douche and it feels like a chore to me, I'm just like, oh God.
If you're a douche and it feels like it's just not happening.
No. I mean, no, it's not happening. But if it does, you know,
Also, men, return the favor.
yeah, return the fucking favor.
I don't have that problem. I will say that, like,
In my like
I love that
short
shit.
time, in my short
Yeah.
time of being married, it was always returned. I will say that.
Okay.
It was
Return. Like if dudes think that they're gonna get head, but they're not giving head, they're tripping.
oh,
Absolutely,
trash.
absolutely.
You're tripping. That's weird.
But also, you want to know what else is weird?
Please.
You go on, you hook up with a bitch, and then you automatically just go and eat her pussy.
First time.
First time you met her at the bar, you
Well-
take her home, you're fucking her. You think I can't with that. I can't with that. If you're
Listeners,
I
like
don't
a-
even know
listeners
you,
are
bro.
good.
So you're on
I
a
don't
date.
even know you, bro.
You're just
So
talking about
you're
random.
Random. I'm gonna be like, I don't have random hookups. Like, I don't do that. I know bitches that do. I mean, I don't do that, and I don't shame that whatsoever. Like,
Dudes out here eating ass. on
dudes
the
out
first
here
time.
eating ass first. You pick a bitch up from the bar.
Bro, I'm not
You're
going to tell
eating
him
ass?
not to.
Mm.
What do
I'm
you
just saying.
mean?
I'm just saying. If he's eating your ass,
Excuse
bitch,
me, sir. Can
If
you
he's
not do
if
that?
he's eating your ass, he probably ate somebody else's ass this morning. I'm just for breakfast. I'm just.
If I'm fucking him and it's a random night, I
Listen,
mean,
okay.
where's the judgment?
Okay, here's the thing.
Yeah, please explain.
I'm not gonna not let it happen, but I'm not gonna fuck him again. Like, I'm not.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna allow it to happen, but I'm not doing it again. Like,
Okay.
I'm not doing it again because you're like, that's just nasty to me. I don't know. I feel like you gotta know. You've said oral sex is more intimate.
It
than
is.
sex.
It is.
So
yeah.
if you're doing that with me,
Well,
I
like,
know-
imagine, Angela, you walk in on your daughter.
oh no,
Would you rather walk in on her having sex or giving oral sex?
Not at all.
Yeah, well, I know, but like, what is the more intimate?
I mean, just think. I would rather walk in having sex.
Yeah, having
Yeah.
sex for
There's
me
no
too.
way. I don't want
Yeah.
to see
So that to me, that's what made it. That's what
Okay, so you think that's a more intimate thing, but you would be okay. Like, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm not gonna be like, oh God, no. But also, you do that on the first deal. There's not gonna be a second time because I know that you're out here. I know you're out here just you're
Yeah, some people are just
a
freaky
cookie
like
monster.
that, dude.
You're a cookie monster.
Some people are just freaky like that. That's weird though.
Yeah, I mean it. Yeah, I'm guessing it is. I don't know.
Where do people get that from?
Well, I guess it's just at this point, where are we judging? I don't know. I also, with that being said, I don't have experience. I'm just putting myself in the
Sure.
situation. I mean, I've
You're
been
logging yourself into the
if
matrix.
if we're like hooking up for the first time, I'm not putting my mouth on your wiener. I'm not doing it.
Michael B. Jordan.
I'm not doing. Yes, I am.
Yeah, me too.
You don't even have to have.
What
sex.
about you, Angela?
What would it
No.
take?
Michael B. Jordan.
No.
Money. Everyone has a number. Every dude has a number.
To put
Sexiest man alive. He was
to put a wiener in your mouth. What would it take?
sexiest man alive.
You're talking about money?
Yeah.
I'm not doing it.
Even if it's Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah.
There's no number.
I'm not doing it. There's no
$10
number, bro.
million.
I'm going to the local Walmart and I'm taking a job for $7.25 an hour and I'm working my way up and I'm becoming a supervisor, right? And then I get $13 an hour and then I'm working my way up. I become manager, $15 an hour, right?
I mean,
And then
are you?
eventually
But I'm
27 years? Hold on, 27 years later, I'm a GM,
And then how much money are you making
and then I'm making about $110,000 a year.
at Walmart? I don't even know. I'm just
Come
like,
on, bro. That was judgmental right there.
It was
Walmart.
Well,
Okay,
Farrell
okay,
was just there.
Target. You know what I mean?
take that back. There's no.
Yeah, I don't have. I can't even brush my teeth without fucking gagging, bro. So I'm not doing that.
You just
We're
put
not
your-
saying that you can't gag.
Just
We're
put your
saying-
finger on your.
Okay,
forehead
but
by
I
the way,
don't
though.
like that. I don't like it.
No, like you just
You don't like
You're
sucking
brushing
it.
your
Okay, we get
tongue.
it.
You mean you don't? You're when you brush your tongue.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I mean,
If you just hold your forehead, you don't gag.
Oh,
Hmm.
that's awesome.
I don't. Well, I mean, here's the difference between me and Brittany. I don't gag when I brush my tongue, so there's no finger on the forehead. Just give it to me. Just
God.
give it to me.
I'm impressed. I literally piss my pants when I fucking brush my teeth. I'm not even kidding.
Mm.
No, like I'm brushing the back of my tongue. I'm
So you
gagging,
brush your
and I'm
teeth on the toilet?
Yeah.
No, definitely. She brushes her teeth in the shower.
Was that you in Texas? It had to have been you in Texas with the fucking toothpaste
Oh,
and
it was. I do that sometimes just to get it all done in one.
Okay. All right. That's
The 2-in-1 time.
just making a point. That was
I don't piss. I brush my teeth.
Bro, I have totally brushed my teeth on the toilet and then I spread my legs and spit through and then keep going at it.
Oh,
Yeah.
out of her mouth.
Nice.
She spits out of her mouth.
Right. Yeah. I was. You know,
You know what I'm saying?
where's that coming from?
I'm just saying I have a weak bladder.
Mom bladder. That's a thing.
It is a thing. There is one other thing I want to touch on though. Brittany and I have talked about it a million times.
Okay.
Just speaking of, spitting on the toilet, brushing your teeth in the shower, blah, blah, blah. One thing leads to another. Do you think watching porn
Okay.
is cheating?
Oh, yes.
Ooh.
Because we Brittany and I,
Spicy.
I'm going to tell you right now, Brittany and I do not, there are stipulations.
Okay.
Yeah.
We want to hear it from a man's perspective and see if we agree, not
Okay.
agree, whatever.
Yeah.
There's definitely two sides, right? One side is yes, it is if you are using it improperly.
Yeah.
If you are watching it instead of giving your spouse love or whatever, if that's what you're reaching for your fantasies, yeah, because you're not fulfilling what you're supposed to be doing, correct?
Agree.
So, I feel like that's where a lot of it's a thing. Porn addicts, I feel like that's like where that's where they go left. You know what I mean? Because they're not giving their spouse like what they're supposed to have.
Yeah.
Now on the flip side, no, I don't think it is because you could just be trying to spice it up,
Yeah.
Right.
right? You could just be trying to spice it up, or it could be, your girl's time of the month, and you're just, it's kind of like an athlete. You're just watching film.
Wait, you don't have sex when she's on her period?
Yeah.
Maybe after they're married.
Yeah.
That's true.
No.
Just throw a towel down.
Yeah. Nah, we don't. But it's like being an athlete. You're just watching film. You know what I mean? You're
Just taking
you're
notes.
turning it on. You're taking notes. You're learning new things, and
Right.
it's I'm just trying to be the Tom Brady of this bitch.
Oh, God.
But don't cry afterwards. Please, God, don't cry.
I'm trying to get 7 of them things. I'm trying to get 7 rings.
I agree.
If you get caught watching porn, just bring your girl into the room, sit her down, and just observe.
That's it.
Say, hey, you see how her leg is, and you see what I can do right there.
I do think that
Let's run that back.
Yeah.
it's like definitely a teaching course kind of thing.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
If it's something that like, if you're not coming home and having sex with me because you're watching porn,
Yeah, that's fucked up.
then there's a fucking problem.
And also, if you're watching your ex-girlfriend's OnlyFans that's
Yep.
clapping her cheeks and fucking just sitting on any dick, then we got a problem there.
OnlyFans is cheating.
Yeah, I mean, if you're paying for it, if you're subscribing, I have an issue. If
Sure.
you're watching porn and you're not fucking me, I have an issue.
Mhm.
If you're watching porn during the day and I come home and if you're watching porn and getting off and I come home and I don't want to fuck, okay. If you're watching porn and getting off and then I come home and I want to have sex and you're like, no, then we have a fucking problem.
Yeah.
Amen.
Then we have
I
a
agree.
fucking
There it is.
like that's like if like you said, if your partner's sexual needs are being fulfilled and you're watching porn, okay, fine. But if it's being used as an outlet instead of fucking your partner, then that's when it becomes a problem.
That's definitely when it becomes a problem.
Because I'm gonna tell you this, I ain't gonna stop watching it.
No.
I ain't gonna stop.
But if you're just studying it, you know what I mean? Studying it, becoming a master of the
Right.
bedroom.
If you find out that somebody you know is on Pornhub and you want to look it up, fine.
Oh,
Why would you
I
not?
mean, that's just how I compare it. All the great athletes, they watch film, dude.
Exactly. We
They
gotta
get
know.
better,
We
dude.
gotta
Make
know.
Michael Jordan, LeBron, Peyton Manning,
Right.
Tom Brady.
Porn isn't the only way to do that, though, ladies and gentlemen. You can also listen to your partner. That's another thing.
I do agree with that.
Like, you know what? And as you get into a relationship, obviously, first night, you're not gonna be like, oh, I mean, some bitches probably do, but the more comfortable you get in a relationship when you're telling them, it's not to take offense. It's so you can both enjoy. the
Sure.
moment.
Yeah.
You got to know what ask them, tell them, do what you need to do because you don't want to have to fucking go watch porn tomorrow after you guys just fucked last night.
Yeah.
Nobody can read each other's minds.
Exactly.
But for sure, guys, most, they're going to get off. They're
Yeah.
going to get theirs.
Yeah.
And I think that women especially should speak up more
Absolutely.
on, I don't like this or do this or whatever. And then, I think being vocal during sex is important.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Otherwise, like, you're not, your partner's not going to know what the hell you do like or what they
Exactly.
don't like.
Yep, I agree.
Exactly. And that comes with age. That definitely comes with age. 100%.
Comfortability, for
yes.
sure.
Exactly.
Well, we took a poll on Sorry Mama's Instagram page, and there was a lot of people that said no, it wasn't cheating, but the majority of people that said that it was either like for religious reasons,
Okay.
or because they were scarred by a previous relationship.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I agree. I mean, I agree. I agree with that. I mean, I go to church. They talk about it. You know what I mean? As far as that, so
At church,
they talk about watching porn.
a lot.
I'm honestly, I mean, that's like, I mean, it's not like a subject, but it's something that's mentioned for
Yeah.
sure.
Well, I think that another thing that like I just want to touch upon, and I don't know if it's like our age group or whatnot, but like so you mentioned the word like fantasies and whatnot, like I know porn's not real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And I do feel like that like there's things that have muddied the water on that because of this is a show that does like, we sexualize things, but we're not trying to make anyone sexy. I want to know the male perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to like further my growth on certain things.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that as far as like it's not a fantasy being fulfilled. I'm not like watching a porno and being like, oh wow.
Yeah. That's the thing. Like when I do watch porn, I'm not even like thinking about the dude.
Yeah.
Like that. I'm not even looking I'm not taking
Studying the
exactly.
game.
I'm studying the game. I'm not taking the dude into the bedroom with me and thinking about, oh God, that fucking guy that I saw the other day. No, absolutely not. That's not. And I think that maybe a lot of people, I don't know, feel that way.
Yeah.
Or the people that say, yes, porn is cheating, they have to feel that way, that their dude is fantasizing about the girl because 99.9%.
Or they could be insecure.
And yeah, that too. But 99.9% of the time, if I'm watching porn, I'm thinking of a past experience
Yeah.
that's setting the tone as well.
I'm literally just paying attention to my body and like,
Oh, she went cross-eyed on that.
Damn. She looked like Forrest Whitaker, didn't she?
Woo.
And everything.
damn, Rama.
Buddy.
Listen, no shame. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Angelo, I really am so thankful that you came and you did our show. We had
I appreciate y'all, man.
amazing time.
Yeah,
I appreciate y'all, man.
As we
For
knew
real.
it would be.
Oh yeah,
You were great.
this is a great show, man. I appreciate being on here. Y'all gonna do big things, man. I appreciate y'all.
You be willing to come back?
Absolutely,
All right. I love it.
absolutely.
Thank you so much, everyone. Tune in next week. Sorry,
I have to pee too. I have to pee too so bad. You like that? It'd be great, right?